question today. But before we do, if you're new here, I am Coach Mack, the founding health coach of Running with Bacon, where I help women feel like themselves again, one small step at a time. And as in all these Q&As, I am joined by Renata of Nourish with Renata.
Hello, everyone. I'm Renata. I'm super excited to answer today's question. And what I do as an intuitive nutrition coach is empower women to nourish their bodies, minds, and spirits.
Yes. So we have actually, speaking of body, mind, and spirit, our question is related to body. And the question is, which is better, weights or cardio for weight loss? So what is your take on that question?
Okay, so since I am not the fitness professional in this duo, I'm going to speak for myself in terms of my experience. So in my experience, I've actually found that a combination of both cardio and weights has been really helpful for me. So cardio helps me to feel like I have had a good sweat on, like I've gone for a walk, which is really peaceful and calming, or I've gone for a run, which is testing my cardiovascular health, which I love both. Or dance cardio. Anyone that knows me knows I love some dance cardio. Join me later for that. But also, strength training or lifting weights has been really helpful for me because then I'm building my lean muscle mass. So I'm getting stronger when I have more muscle mass. It also helps to boost metabolism, which is obviously fantastic if you want to lose weight, because then even at rest, your body is using up more energy. So for me, I would say, in my experience, that having a balance of both has been really helpful for me. And I mean, just in regards to that, just being an active person overall throughout the day and finding as many times as possible to get up from the desk, to move around, to go get the kids from school, all that kind of thing, all works together to create like a nice, healthy and active way of living. What about you, Mac? What do you think?
Such a good answer. And I'm so glad you brought up that tidbit at the end, because exercise in and of itself is only, even if you're doing a crazy amount of exercise, it typically only ends up being like 5 to 10% of our total energy expenditure. So I'm going to get to my answer to the question, but I want to put a quick caveat in there that if you are exercising solely for weight loss, I would challenge you to change your perspective on why you are exercising, because most of weight loss happens in the kitchen. It happens when you put with whatever you put on your plate. So I don't typically think of exercise as a weight loss mechanism. However, I will say I do start all of my clients off with focusing on exercise because it's easier to get started. It's way less complicated than food stuff. All you have to do is go move. So it is kind of the initiator. It can be like the motivator that gets you going toward weight loss and kind of has this trickle down effect into the rest of your life. Like, for example, myself, I know on days that I get a good workout in, I tend to eat better. I tend to sleep better. I tend to do all those healthier things when I get a workout in. So I'm not working out specifically for the weight loss. I am working out as part of an overall healthy lifestyle to take care of myself. So that's my big caveat to my answer. And then to the specifics of cardio versus weights or resistance training for weight loss. Again, not really for weight loss, but like which is better. It just depends. Number one, which one are you more likely to do? Because that's going to be the one, honestly, that's going to work better because you're going to do it more. So if you hate cardio, go lift weights 7 days a week. That's fine. Get on a good program where you're not going to get injured and all that, but that's fine. You can have a program where you lift 7 days a week if you hate cardio. Do I think you should be doing a little bit of cardio in there? Yes. But the opposite is true too. If all you like is going out and going walking, you hate weights, then don't do them. Get going and get your momentum up, and then you will naturally start to branch out. And sure, you can do like wear heart rate monitors and listen to whatever the Stairmaster tells you, however many calories you burned. Those things they're sort of accurate, but they're not super dependable in terms of accurate calorie readouts. And yes, resistance training in the moment tends to burn less calories than cardio. So if you do 30 minutes of cardio and 30 minutes of resistance training, the cardio will burn more calories, but the resistance training burns more residual calories. So that's, like you said, Renata, it tends to be a mix of both that helps people. It's just a matter of which one will get you started, will get you on the path to consistency, because weights, cardio, HIIT, dance cardio, kickboxing, whatever it is, yoga, Pilates, whatever else you can think of, it's not going to work if you're not consistent. So the real way to weight loss is in the kitchen, but also with consistency in your healthy habits. So that is my roundabout way of saying, do it all.
I love that. And I think that it's so great to get both of our perspectives because obviously, we come from interesting and different varied backgrounds. And so I love hearing your take on things and I love comparing and contrasting it with what I say too. So I love that essentially I was right. Yay. But also,
Yes.
I agree with you completely around like what is it that you're going to actually do and using that as the first step so that you have a win under your belt, so to speak, and then you can take that into what you're preparing in the kitchen or the other choices that you make throughout the day. I think that's incredible.
Yes. So
Yay.
go whichever one it is, weights, cardio, dance cardio, just go do it.
Yeah, I agree. Okay.
We'll see you in the next question, guys.
Bye.